Episode 2.
Episode 2.
Welcome to Labew, episode 2. I ain't even want to have this person here, bro. Annoying as hell.
He lying. He's lying.
I was debating where, like, damn, who am I going to put on episode 2? I didn't want to put this person on episode 2, man. I don't even like this person, bro. Why you always laughing?
Come on, bro. Go on with the introduction.
That is the introduction,
don't be a
bro.
Hater.
I don't like you. It's my introduction, bro. Yo,
Nah, he don't like me. He
took like my
me,
own...
bro. He loves me. He's like, yo, you better come in with this energy. You better come in with this energy. Let's get it.
Nah, man, I don't love her no more, man. She crazy. But episode 2, man. I'm gonna introduce you.
I'll make this short, sweet. My name is Kenya, and I'm here. And he a hater, and that's it. And I'm Kenya, and I'm cool, and I'm funny, and I'm everything this nigga wanna be. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm Kenya, and I know Primo because we record music together. I dropped my first EP with him. He was my engineer, my support system throughout the whole thing. So, yeah, this is like, if you hear us talking, you know, smack to one another throughout the podcast, it's because this nigga's like a brother. No, this nigga's, you know what? It is what it is. Like his name, un primo. Primo!
It's like, I don't know. It's just like she's annoying as hell, bro. So, you know, you got to live with that shit.
Bruh, you just got to be with it. You know like, you got to be with the energy. And, you know.
So, how do you feel about Sharon telling me that I can't cuss on my own podcast, bro?
You can't cuss on your own podcast,
Why
bro.
Why not? I mean, it's only for, like, YouTube. You know what I mean? YouTube has, like, certain guidelines where you can't say certain words.
Why doesn't Sharon want you to curse, though?
Because she want to get me monetized so we can make money. But it's YouTube, man. I mean, YouTube money is good.
And YouTube doesn't allow you to curse?
Nah.
So then why would you even question that?
I think I'm gonna start less cursing. I'm gonna start maybe stop cursing maybe in episode 5. Let me express myself for the first 5 episodes.
I mean, whatever you want to do. But cursing, I think there are better. You see what I'm saying? This is why I don't like drinking. I'm over here burping a storm up. Cursing, there are better words. There are alternative words that you can use to cursing. So that's how I feel about cursing.
I'm still gonna curse, man. That's me. Anyways.
So then don't ask me then.
All right, let's take this from the top, man. You go to Art Basel or what?
Nah, bro, I didn't go to Art Basel.
Why you didn't go to Art Basel, bro?
Cause I haven't been to Wynwood in quite a while. And
you
Art Basel.
Lying? You know you was in Wynwood last week.
Bro, I wasn't in Wynwood last week. Well, first of all, why you following me even if I was, bro? You know me, dog.
Social media, dog.
Nah, you got me questioning myself, dog.
You got me questioning yourself.
Nah, I really wasn't. I mean, I think it's cool. You know, I think it's a good way and a creative way for artists, every type of artist, to showcase their talent. But it's just, I learned that that's not the best scenery for me, I would say.
I mean, Wynwood is not the same what it was, man. That shit, honestly, it's trash. Art Basel was trash this year. I feel like it was more of a party than it was more of art.
You went?
You know what I mean? Yeah, I went. It was trash.
Why would you say it's trash, though?
Because, like, it was like less galleries, less art. It was more DJs, more music. And that's not what Art Basel should be about, bro. Like, you seen that banana, right? The banana that sold for like 120 grand?
Nah, bro.
The duct tape banana?
The one that you showed me?
No, but that's the artwork that we're gonna do for this episode. But there was a banana that somebody duct taped a banana, just like the microphone that I showed you, that sold for 120 grand.
Are you kidding me?
I'm serious.
Like a banana?
A banana.
Like a real banana,
like
dog.
The one you just ate.
So then, like, what happens when it like goes bad? It's just gonna slide off the duct tape or something, dog? Like somebody just bought it because it's organic or something?
I don't know, man, but they sold 2 of those. So you imagine 240 grand?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, 120 grand each. So imagine they sold 2 pieces.
Okay, who's the artist though? Like, what was his reasoning behind it? Like, what's the inspiration behind the banana?
I don't know. I was thinking about doing that. I was just gonna put a croqueta with duct tape.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. It's a great way to get yourself out there, to be creative. Nowadays, you go on Twitter, you go on Instagram, you go on TikTok, and I don't know, tic-tac-toe, all these apps and stuff, and you do like, you put, I don't know, like stuff on your forehead, and it's trending all over the place. So it's a good way to get your stuff out there, but it's just.
I mean, it's not what it was though, man. Like when I went, I was trying to go to this Jack Daniels event, right? But it was like so packed to get in. Mm-hmm. And then when I finally got in, it was like, the fuck is this? You know what I mean? Like, it was just the same shit. Like, no creativeness this year anywhere. I remember I even walked around where they had like the free area where they have all these sculptures and shit. Mm-hmm. That was trash.
So wait, but what about like as far as artists? I mean, Art Basel is like art, music.
But I think it should be more about the art.
It should be more about the art?
Less about the music. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's why you're saying it's not the same.
It's not the same. I don't like it, man. Like, I went, it was, like, so trash. I went with my boy Will. And I remember we were trying to go to, what was it? Dirty Rabbit. Mm-hmm. Right? But I'm like, I don't know if this came up with me, like, in time or, how do I say it? I'm not a club person, bro.
No, I feel that.
You know what I mean? Like, I get anxious when I'm, like, in a group of people. Mm-hmm. And it's like so tight, I start panicking, and I just walk to the bar and stay there the whole night.
I feel that. I'm not a club person either. I'm mad overprotective. Don't get me wrong though. I have my days. You know, Winwood knows me. Nah. Like I've been to. Let's get it out of here. She go at it again.
What you doing at Winwood?
What you mean? What I did at Winwood? Peleé como una peleona. Nah, but like, you know, I just get uptight, but I feel like that says something about where you're at. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like you get a vibe. Mm-hmm. It says something about how you feel with where you're at. Like, if you don't feel positive with where you're at, then that means that you shouldn't be there.
That's what I mean. Yeah, and that's the thing, man. Because I was standing in line. I'm like, why am I in this line, man? Like, I'm looking at this shit. I'm like, yeah, this ain't me. I'm more like a brewery guy. You get me? Like, yeah. I really just went to Winwood and went straight to the brewery.
I just think that they're lacking creativity. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, it's not like I've been to every Art Basel. Like, I haven't been to many. But if art is transforming from like, okay, like actual art where you have like paintings and sculptures and drawings, and it's transforming into, you know, music and rappers and hip hop artists and whatever it is, poets and stuff. Like, I think that's cool, but I think the way that you deliver it, you know, that's what makes it creative.
I feel like they cater more to like the younger people, because we getting old, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you old as hell.
Bro, I don't know who you saying we, because I ain't seen nobody else but you and I in here, dog. I gotta look around, because you confused. You on your... Don't lie. Tell the truth, don't lie. How many rubias have you had?
How many rubias have I had? This is my first one.
Lies.
That's a lies, man.
But I think it's a delivery. I think it's cool. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Because art is different to everybody. Mm-hmm. Art comes in many forms. So if it has to do with music, sculptures, different things, even like creative writing is in art. I'm a writer. Like, I think my gift is writing. Mm-hmm. As opposed to like even singing, you know, like I'm a writer, and to me, I think all those things are cool, but it's just a delivery. I think that Winwood is just more of like it's like a club. It's like
I know,
people go there to party, and it's cool, but it's
but I feel like some people in Winwood are so ignorant. I'm not even gonna name drop, but there's a brewery that I went right after Dirty Rabbit. I ain't gonna put the name out. Like, I go in there, right? It was like $140, right? He gives me a menu. Mm-hmm. He's like, all right, choose your beer. So I'm on the table maybe like 2-3 minutes, right? Choosing my beer. I'm like, all right, I'm going to get this one. I go back to the bar. That guy says, no, we're closed. I'm like, what the fuck? You just told me choose a beer. It's like, no, we're closed. You got to go.
Just like that?
Just like that. And then people kept coming in. and they're like, "Oh, are you guys still open?" It's like, here's a better idea. How about you leave because we closed?
That's
like
what he
that,
said?
like that.
Oh, but he don't want to make money then. What time it was?
It's like 1:40. I think they closed at 2.
That's just bad customer service. That's bad business.
Man,
right
I
there.
got pissed.
That's giving themselves a bad name. Like, you don't even have to name drop. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, I'm not
it's
gonna
word of
name drop.
mouth. Like, you're not gonna name drop here, but you're probably gonna tell people like, yo, like these people had really bad customer service. That's
it was really bad because the thing about me, like, I really love breweries and like the whole, like, the atmosphere in the brewery is like is dope because you could actually socialize, talk to your friends, have a beer, you know.
Yeah.
But not walking into that bar and then this guy tells me, "Oh, pick a beer." 2-3 minutes later, nah, we're closed, and then starts treating other people coming in like shit. Nah, I'm not with that. I'm not supporting that brewery no more. I'll tell you that now.
Well,
Come to Labew.
Labew
Spring 2020.
is
We're
where
gonna
it's
treat you
at.
good.
And if you catch him slipping, give him the back of a 5. Because he talking smack right now. You don't want to name drop.
I don't want to name drop, man. I'm not trying to make enemies yet, man. But
No, it's okay. Don't name drop. Don't name drop. Don't be
name
about
drop.
that life. Just learn from your experiences. Don't.
yeah. But also, damn, bro. So I made a hat, right? So I'm working on the merch line, just for the brewery, right? So I made my
I'm wearing
first
one.
sample, and somebody decides to come to my house and just take it.
Man, I took that hat, bro. I took it because I can. No, he gave it to me.
I
Stop.
did not give it
Tell
to
the
you. I was
truth,
like, hey,
don't
bro,
lie.
check
Tell
if
the
this
truth,
fits
don't
you.
lie.
You were like, nah, this is my shit now.
Tell the truth. Don't lie.
I mean, flexing for the
You
flexing
gave it
for the
to me.
podcast, bro. Why you
You
flexing for the
gave it
podcast?
to me. He gave it to me. He gave me the hat. It's dope too, and he doesn't like it.
Nah, I don't like it.
But there are big things coming for Labew. Let me tell you, because this sample he doesn't like, and it's dope.
It's comfortable.
Comfortable, bro.
It makes me look Dominican.
It makes you
Yeah.
Dominican.
Yeah, it makes me look Dominican. Like one of them fat Dominican dudes with a cigar. That's what it's like.
Why don't you like it though?
Because it's like I have a big head, bro. So it's like, you know how the hat is like too narrowed down?
Uh-huh.
So when it stretches out, it don't even say Labew, it says Labew. Yo. So that's why I don't like it, bro. Because the hat stretches out, so it stretches out the name. So
you just
like,
gotta make a bigger hat, no?
No, I'm actually just gonna go like the old ones that I had, because that's the ones I like. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the fuck that is somewhere, but I don't know. I'm not. That hat, it's like too Dominican, bro. Too Puerto Rican. It's not me.
It's
man.
dope.
I mean,
This is, you know what
I mean,
it
for
is
the
though?
girls though.
That's what I was gonna say right now.
For the girls is dope.
It's. I like hats, but I don't really wear them like that. This one though, it's got potential, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, it has potential.
Yeah, because you took it.
And of course I took it. You're gonna be
So-
glad I took it because I'm gonna wear it everywhere.
All right, let's get to the other thing. Let me see. I actually did some research, man. I actually got like so many topics I got. You know what I mean? Because fucking Sharon's been on me, like, keep, like calling me. You know what I mean? Like,
That's my dog. Shout out to Sharon.
she out in Costa Rica just living life, bro.
Costa Rica living life.
What
That's
we
what's
talking
up.
about that vegetarian, bro, that ate the burger? Tell us about that.
All right, so let me tell you. I got a text today, right? And I read the text, and all I see is vegetarian tries burger for the first time and becomes butcher. Dog, she's holding. I don't know if it's a pig. She's holding something like
she holding like
something's
half
leg,
of some
bro.
shit, right? I see the picture
Yeah.
like it's a white lady.
Yeah, and I'm just like, wow, that's crazy. That's black and white right there.
What do you mean?
Like, how you go from one side of the spectrum and run to the other side, dog?
Hey, that burger had to be fire.
Bruh, if it were me, if I were her neighbor, I said, hide your dogs, hide your cats, hide your fish.
Why?
Cause she out here slicing niggas, dog. She out here slicing things now. I mean, it is what it is, bro. I
mean,
wonder how. I don't even know if that's real, to be honest with you.
what
But
do you mean? The story?
yeah,
That's what I was telling you, because I feel like, I don't know. Like, I really got to do research on it. But when I saw the picture of her, like, holding the pig and just, like, smiling, I was like, bro, that burger had to be so fucking good.
bro, it was creepy. I'm not gonna lie,
What do you mean?
bro. That's
Like the
creepy.
picture?
Yeah, that's creepy.
Bro, she's just holding this shit and just smiling. Like she's happy.
Yeah, bro. Like it was an enlightenment to her taste buds. But that's the thing though, is how long she was a vegetarian for.
I don't know, bro. She out here.
That's big. For you to be a vegetarian your whole life and then take one bite of a burger and then just be like, well.
I guess she never had a steak, man.
Bro.
I name all my steaks.
I understand changing your diet, but she said, I'm going to be a butcher.
So, when you going to tell the people that you the reason why we got climate change, bro? That you was a vegetarian like 2 weeks ago.
Bro, first of all, it wasn't 2 weeks ago, all right? It was like 2 years ago. Got it? Get it? Get
2 years ago? It was like last year, bro.
You right. It was last year, bro. I just had a Sharon right now. Shout out to Sharon. It's all love. Nah, like, to be a vegetarian, you really got to be devoted. If you're going to be a vegetarian, you got to eat vegetables. You got to eat fruit. You got to eat healthy. And you got to do it for, you know, obviously, like, the right reasons. You're going to do it for animal causes. If you're going to do it for your body, you know, feed your body the right way. So, I did it wrong. The thing is like, I was intaking too much pasta, bread.
What's wrong with pasta?
It's not that. I did it for health reasons. So I was going to the gym, and I was trying to get ripped, you know, because...
She's not ripped.
Your girl is, you know, Hulka. But...
So, I'm like this type of person, bro, that will look at a cow and I'll be like, damn.
Bro, you look like that butcher lady right now, dog. Somebody put a cover on this nigga's face. Yo, the words didn't even come out of his mouth. He's like, I'm the type of person, I look at this cow like, damn. I'm like, boy, I'm about to get out of here. I'm about to take your dog with me, bro.
And I don't see, I can't say nothing racist on this show.
You better not. You better not.
Let me keep it. I'm trying to get monetized, man. Shout out to Sharon, man.
Shout out to Sharon.
Oh, fuck, man. Yo, did you listen to... what you think about the whole Juice WRLD thing that just happened?
To be honest with you, the last news I read on it was he had a seizure, right? He had a seizure. He got taken to the hospital, and they pronounced him dead. Bro, I can't really say anything about it because I don't like to assume stuff. You know what I mean? And I don't know what happened. I just know that the kid was young. How old was he? Like 21?
21.
Young. You know, really young. And if that's the story, then...
Like, I wasn't really, like, a big fan of his music, you know what I mean? But, I mean, it's just, you know, showing my respect for him because, like, he was young, man. Like, to have people like that on your team and they're not taking care of you and they're letting you do all these drugs and shit. Yeah. That's not the wave, man. Like, he was way too young.
Is that he's young and he has so much. And that's what it is about kids. So much freedom. And about, you know what, not kids, it's people. It's not even freedom. Right? You should want your freedom. You should want to be financially free, right? Uh-huh. That's what we're all striving for. But I think it's more of how people look at the word riches. Mm-hmm. You know, riches is having your health. Riches is having your family. Mm-hmm. Riches is being healthy. Well, that's the first thing I said. But you are... If there's no you, there's no nothing. Yeah. You know what I mean? You should be taking care of yourself. And having good people around you, that's riches. People that support you, you know, that want the best for you. Yeah. And sometimes when you get involved into an industry that it's just a lot of peer pressure, you know, the music industry, any type of... When you make money in general, you know, you start to look at things different. And some people lose their soul. It's
like a lot of yes people around him. You get me? Because there's even stories popping out from, like, different people. Like, I'm not even going to name drop this person either. I think they said that that person had left the studio session, right? Left the artist at the studio session. Mm-hmm. Comes back, and it was an A&R from a big label. Mm-hmm. You ain't gonna name drop the label either.
And you ain't dropping nobody, but it's all good though. I feel
when they come back, you know what I mean? Like that A&R from that label, big major label, had a big bag of nothing but pills, Xanax, for the artist. It's like enabling that person.
It is, yes. Yes, because you're surrounding yourself with those type of people, but you have to be aware and you have to stay conscious of why you're doing what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're gonna be a doctor, why are you being like, why are you being what are your intentions? You want to save lives, you want to change the world. You know, if you want to be a spokesperson, if you want to be a motivational speaker, there's money in that too. If you want to have a podcast, you know, whatever, it all comes down to how you view riches and like what your intentions are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta be right with yourself first. You gotta be right with yourself, because there's always gonna be people around you, unfortunately, that they're not in it for the right reasons. And they might say that they are. You know, they might look at you and they're gonna be like, oh, look, I can help you out with this, I'm gonna have you back with this, whatever. But they're not right with themselves. So you gotta be right with yourself, because you're gonna learn how to identify those people. You know, and you gotta take responsibility as a person, you know, as a grown-up. You gotta, and we have to teach this to kids. Like, we have to teach autonomy. We have to teach people to have their own mind, you know, and to be able to distinguish bad from good.
Yeah.
People who are really going to be there, people who are not going to be there, people who are going to try to disguise themselves as people who want to be there for you. That's what we got to teach people nowadays. Like, and we got to teach people to stop pointing fingers, you know, because this is the same reason why I don't go to Wynwood. I don't judge people for going to Wynwood. If you go to Wynwood, you have a good time, okay, go and have a good time. But there are just, when there's alcohol involved, right? A crowd of people get drunk, okay? It's only a bad situation that's waiting for you.
Okay.
Either fights are going to break out, things are going to get set. So you better be that much at peace within yourself that you're going to be able to keep it together when somebody tries you. Because when you go to a club, people that get mad when they go to a club and they get pushed around.
That's exactly why I didn't go to the club, because I had my boy with me, which I'm not going to name drop either. And that's one of the main reasons why I didn't go in, because I know how he is. And like, if one person bumps into him, he's going to start some shit. And that's that type of person you don't bring with you to the club. So I'm like, why am I going to bring this person with my group of friends and fuck up the whole scene for all of us? So I was like, you know what? I'm going back to the place where I was at. I was having a beer. I was cool. And that's where I went.
Yeah.
You know, something most settled.
You got to be at peace with yourself. Yep. You know, you got to have peace within yourself. You got to be able to distinguish those people. So, you know, yeah, there are always going to be people that are doing bad things. You know, there's always going to be evil in the world. If there's good in the world, if there's God, there's a devil. And the devil's always going to try. The devil's always going to try.
And now that you're talking about, like, distinguishing good and bad, right? The good and bad in people, right?
Yeah.
You ever heard about this kid, Brother Nature? You heard of Brother Nature?
No.
The one that talks to the deer?
Mm-mm. He be talking to deer, dog?
I
don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I mean, not like Dr. Doolittle, right?
Yeah, you looked at me mad serious. Yeah, the one that be talking to the deer? Like, no.
No, like he has, that's how he blew up. He's like, he started making skits about talking to deer, right? Feeding deer, feeding animals, doing charity work, right? Like he naturally came to Miami, did a beach cleanup, right? Did some charity work. And this is the thing about, maybe I was wrong, maybe I judged too early, but apparently a video surfaced from our Basil where it was him getting beat up at a restaurant, right? So in my mind, I didn't distinguish. I just jumped to conclusions like, damn, he's a good kid. Why is he getting beat up? Like, it's so fucked up. Like, you're gonna beat up somebody that came to your city, did a beach cleanup. There's always been a good role model on social media.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what he portrays, right?
Yeah.
So when the details started coming out, apparently he had went to the restaurant and they told him that you got to sit at the bars if you want to eat, and he was using his celebrity card, talking about, basically, I'm just gonna cut it short. He was acting like an asshole, right? And when people called him off on it, he got mad and he just started shit with people. You get me? So it's hard for me to distinguish somebody that portrays who he is on social media to who he really is in person.
Okay.
So what do you think about that?
You gotta, like, your vibes are gonna tell you everything. And you can't judge people, you know, and people are gonna judge. And
Beer number 2.
ooh, boy. Nah, people are gonna judge, you know, but I say it's like, it's your vibe. Like, listen, like, first of all, what type of conversation are you having with this person?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, what is this person about? What type of conversation are they having with you? Is it positive? You, it's this. Let me tell you something. What you see on social media, what you see in pictures,
it's not.
Don't think about it too much.
I think it's just a mirror, bro. I think it's just all.
Don't think about it too much. This is the thing.
Smoke and mirrors most of the time.
Bro, I don't think about it too much. I don't think about it too much. To me, pictures are pictures. Pictures. What's that quote saying? They're worth a 1,000 words. A picture's worth 1,000 words.
I don't even know.
Because you don't know what that person is going through. Someone could post a picture right there, like right behind the beach, and be having a good time and doing community service. You don't know that person like that, bro. Like, you just gotta get to know them. Like, I mean, that's all I could tell you. Like, until you have, and even if you do talk to them, you're never really gonna know that person 100%. My thing is, you gotta be at peace with yourself. And the only way I find peace with myself is with God. That's what it is. Going back to the Juice WRLD thing, there are always going to be people that are going to try. The devil's always going to try.
Yeah.
But you're responsible for saying no. You know what I mean? I can't point fingers. I got to educate myself. I got to read the Bible. I got to educate myself to the best that I can, so that I could say no to people. You know, I got to stay in tune with myself, because I could say the same thing. You know, we dropped an EP. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we've been around, to shout out to 152, because, I love you guys. You guys are awesome. If you hearing this.
I still miss you guys, man.
Yeah, but, we've been around to different venues. We've been around different people. We've been around different artists, and I'm not saying that they're bad people, but what I'm saying is if you're an artist, you know that at one point you're going to be in a venue, or you're going to be somewhere where there's going to be drugs, right? And there's going to be alcohol, and there's going to be a situation, or something's going to call you to be like, oh, try this. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. If you're an artist, you know that that's going to come up on you, like, at one point.
I mean,
but I can't point the fingers at other people, though. I can't point it, because I know that is out there. So I gotta educate myself. I gotta be right within myself.
But sometimes we can't. People are different, so we can't basically be like, I gotta be prepared for this. You know what I mean? It also comes up to how people were raised and born and raised and where they're from. You know what I mean? So it's also about their background, because some people, came from like nothing, and for them to see all this. It's like the first time they see something like this. Not like us, that we have like our head on straight, and we know not to do that, not to do pills, not to do drugs, because we know how to distinguish that. But there's some people. These people are still young, bro. We're older. You get me? Like, I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to put these.
No,
in
I
words.
feel what you're saying. Like, you're a product of your environment.
Exactly.
My boyfriend always says that you're a product of your environment. But everybody at one point has a choice.
Exactly.
And I feel that human beings, we're selfish. You know what I mean? And it's within us to be able to share words like now and show people. And you know what it is that we need to stop complaining, is what it is. Like, it starts with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't speak to you from somebody who's born from that environment. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank God, like, I have a good family, a supporting family. You know what I mean? And yeah, everyone goes through their fair share. We all have our struggles, but thank God that I never had to go through something where, I had like drugs around me, or and even if I did, in college or in parties, or I've been able to say no to that.
That's good.
Thank God, But the thing is that we need to stop complaining. We need to stop complaining. We need to stop setting these excuses for people and start doing something about it.
People just got to start owning up to what they do.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, instead of saying people, like, telling people, oh, but you're a product of your environment, and like, you come from here, and they'll be like, no, like, but you have a choice within yourself. You have the
choice to change that. You know what I mean?
Everybody has a choice. And the thing is that no matter what you go through, right? No matter what you go through, God's going to put you through a different thing, right? God doesn't give you something that he knows that you can't you can't handle.
Yeah.
Right? We're all his soldiers. And he's going to give you your fair share. Right? But I can't sit here and tell you what I've been through is more than what you've been through. Right? Everybody goes to their fair share. You have a choice, though. Mm-hmm. You always have a choice. And it may be harder on some people than others, but you have a choice. It's like starting a business, dog. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like starting your own podcast. You know what I mean? It's like, for example, somebody who's born into the music industry. You know what I mean? And they drop an EP. And because their father is in the music industry, you know, it's not as tough as them. But that's not going to stop me, though. I have a choice. Yeah, I know that there may be not a lot of people listening to my music, but I'm still going to do it because I have a choice. You know what I mean? And if I'm a fail, I'm a fail. I'm a fail, but I'm a fail. At least I could say, yo, I failed, but I tried. You know what I mean? So I just feel like we all have a choice, and I feel like we all have to teach people that, like, stop pointing fingers at other people. Look at yourself. Exactly. Like, stop pointing people. There are always going to be people around. The devil's always going to try, bro. The devil's always going to try. He's always going to try. But you're responsible for fighting for what's good. And we got to teach people that, dog. That's what I feel about it. And you know what? Of course, I feel bad because he was so young. Mm-hmm. You know, and if that's the story, God forgive him. But
I mean, he was. I mean, from what I've seen, I mean, he looked like a good dude. And the question that everybody wants to know, right?
What's the question?
What made you change career paths? What made you pursue Christian music? Go from R&B to Christian music.
Well, I went to church about 3 months ago, and I had been to church before. You know, I had been to church, and I liked going to church. I didn't go to church because it was something that I had to do. I went to church because I wanted to go. It's something that I truly enjoy. Mm-hmm. And I went to church 3 months ago, and I heard a lot of words, and I've been to plenty of services, and something touched me. You know what I mean? It's a call. Mm-hmm. It's how it made me feel. That's all I can explain to you. It's how it made me feel. I go to a small group, right? Mm-hmm. They have like every Wednesdays they have a small group where it's a women's group, and we all join and we all read the Bible, and we all read the word, and we discuss what it means, right? Because the Bible has different interpretations to different people. It can mean
one thing to you, mean one thing to me.
Yeah, exactly. But we discuss it, right? But we do it with love, mm-hmm. right? Because a lot of people have ways of interpreting it like in a bad way. So, you know, we do it with love, and we try to discuss how that plays into our life, you know? And I'm a writer. I'm telling you right now, like, that's what I do. Like, mm-hmm. I sing because I enjoy singing, mm-hmm. but I'm a writer. Like, I like to write. I could finish a song. I have my own system down, you know? So one day I just, you know how it is with me. I put beats in my car. Every time I'm driving down, you already know, Civic Thoughts. It's called Civic Thoughts for a reason.
Right, I think that's like the weirdest thing. You just sit in your car in the middle of... You just sit in your car and you just write.
Bro, I just sit in my car and I just write.
Any time of night.
Anytime. But I'm not going to lie. I don't be waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning and be like, let me get into the Civic and start writing. That's not how it works. But I do realize now, and I'm very grateful. I'm very, very grateful that I've used my time when it comes to writing intentionally, you know? So whenever I have a chance to write, mm-hmm. I take it. And, you know, I just put beats on in the car. And it was a nice beat. It was very soft. You know, I'm an R&B artist. So I like, you know, really like, I like R&B beats, and it's just soft beats. You know what I mean? And I just started writing Christian music, bro. I can't tell you, like, it's just a feeling. Like, it was a call.
But people ask, because people ask me this all the time. Because, like, once the videos came in, you started putting videos up, and you told me about the whole Christian thing. People were like, yo, what made her change her mind like this? I'm like, bro, I don't know. People change. Anybody could change in a minute, in an hour, overnight. You get me?
Yeah.
But when people ask me this, I'm like, I don't know. So,
bro, it's the answer is simple. The answer is I don't mean to sound cliche, but I just feel like I'm gonna say what I have to say because it's just me. Like, it's God. You ever met somebody that you consider to be stubborn and you try to get a point across to them, right? And you have the best of interest for that person, right? And you're giving them advice, but they're just not getting it. And then like you see them years down the road and they've changed and they have their things together.
Yeah.
Like, it's not you, it's God. Whenever God snaps his finger, things change.
Exactly.
And I made a decision. Like, I know good from bad. Now, I'm not perfect. I'm still learning. That's why I read the Bible, right? But to me, and I learned this from small group, I learned to distinguish my talent and my gift. You know what I mean? I feel that when I write Christian music, I feel like I could speak to somebody. Because that's what music is to me, at least. To me, is being able to touch somebody. To me, is being able for people to see a reflection of me in them. Not as like Kenya, not as like a woman, not anything like that. More as like as a human being, and just being able to understand that if I can do it, you can do it. You know, that I've gone through my fair share. You're going to go through your fair share, but you can pick up a pen. If you have a dream of being a writer or a singer, pick up a pen and get it done. You know what I mean? So for me, Christian music, I just felt like it was a way of relating to people because we all go through it. You know what I mean? We all go through it. And when we all go through it, who we look for? I pray for strength. That's what I do. I pray. So to me, it's just a feeling, bro. To me, it's just a call from God, and like.
And that's the thing, man. I mean, that's good.
And the thing is like, people question, right? And it's not a bad thing. Question it. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, question it. But people question why you change for the good, you know, and that's cool, right? And like, why, like why she doing Christian music? Like, why she changed, like, out of nowhere? Okay, but like, if you believe in God, right? And you ask people, oh, why she changed to like writing Christian music? Why do you ask for God when you're in trouble? You get what I'm saying? Like, it's the same thing. Like, why do you ask for God, bro? Because you know you need him. Like, I need him. Like, it's just a feeling. Like, it's how I feel when I write Christian music. It makes me feel.
Now that you're saying that, when people just like, the same thing when people say, like, always talk to God when you need something. Even talk to God when you're good. You get me?
Yeah.
Like, to me, I'm at a point in my life where I'm like, if I'm stuck on something, I just be like, look, I don't even ask for God's help anymore. I just feel like, look, God, I'm stuck, you know, but I'm gonna find a way, you know, whatever happens. I'm already at a point where I think about shit and I just be like, whatever happens. I don't let anything bother me anymore. You know what I mean? Like, now I'm at that point where, like I told you, if I'm stuck here, I'm gonna find a way out.
Yeah, and I mean, if you could learn something from like reading Harry Potter, dog.
Harry Potter.
You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Like, let's be creative up in here. I'm not gonna lie, I like Harry Potter. I haven't read the books. But if you no, I'm not like trying to like,
bro, what?
Like, if you could learn something from Harry Potter, trust me when I tell you could learn something from reading the Bible. And I feel like I'm a vessel. You know what I mean?
No, but
and I'm here for good. And I feel like God, whatever I do is in his will. That's how I leave it. I say, God, I pray to him and I say, where is it that you want me to go?
Exactly.
Where is it that you want me to be? And I clear
that's
my
I'm
head.
like, I'm telling you, like, I just live day, whatever happens. You know what I mean? Because I have no control in my life. Because I could be like, yeah, I'm going to plan this. I'm going to plan that. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. But what if that doesn't go that way? You know what I mean? And God has a different door for me. You get me?
Yeah.
So that's why, like, a lot of people are like, damn. A lot of people get stuck. And they just be like, damn, bro, I can't figure this shit out. I just be like, bro, just talk. Figure shit out. Talk to God.
Yeah. And
you know what I mean? Like, but at the same time, don't give up.
That's what it is right there. Is that a lot of people give up. And they forget that, like, you're important to God.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? In the Bible, it says that we're his inheritance. And I learned this from small group. You know what that means? Your inheritance? Like, we're riches to him. We matter to him, right? So we're here to carry out good. We're here to carry out love. We're here to like teach people. We're here to show people. We're here to love people. So it's important that you say that yes, you could plan everything as much as you can, but his promises are what's going to come true, right? But if you have a dream, don't give up on it because one thing goes wrong and a door closes. Keep knocking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The minute that you give up, when you even think of the word giving up, you kind of just you get sad for a nigga, dog. Like it'd be like I gave up. It'd be like, damn, bro, I'm sad. You know, like when you think of that word, it's just like it's like it has a negative feel to it, a negative vibe to it. It's like don't give up, keep knocking. You know what I'm saying? Like you try so hard, you try your best, and you do it for God. You're gonna end up where He wants you to be. You're gonna end up in a good place because He has your back.
Maybe it might not be what you thought it was gonna be. Maybe He's always gonna have something better. You get me? Let me ask you something.
No one knows you like God does, bro.
Exactly. Let me ask you something. You think it's selfish just to look out for yourself sometimes instead of like always looking out for everybody else? You know what I mean? Like just working on yourself. Like let's say like I'm doing now, where I'm like I've been doing so much shit for other people for so long. Like I'm always there for everybody all the time, right? Mm-hmm. I never expect shit back, right? So I'm at a point now where I'm like, you know what? Let me stop here. I actually sat down and think. I'm like, why am I always doing this? Like, I'm gonna be selfish, like not selfish completely, but just selfish for me now. You made me like look out for myself now. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, still be there, but not as often as I am. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's still wrong of me doing that.
I think it's important that you give. I think it's important that you give yourself your place. That you're okay. You know, that you have your health, okay, that your finances are okay. I'm learning that now. I think it's important that you're okay because you cannot help somebody if you don't have what they're asking for. You can't help people. I can't, if somebody comes up to me and be like, yo, can you fix like my tire or something? I'll be like, bruh, well, we gonna be sitting ducks here for about 2 hours, dog, because I don't know how to change no tire. I can't give you what I don't have. I can't lend you money if I don't have money. Okay, I can't give you CPR if I don't know CPR, dog. It's just that we dead. We're done. That's it.
Hey, if I'm gonna tell you this now to any of my boys, y'all boys start choking or you're like pass out, I'm not giving you CPR. I'm CPR certified, but I'm not kissing no dude.
You CPR certified? Nah, bro. Certified. You better be kissing on your boys and they pass out, bro.
Hell no. Either that I'll be like, rest in peace. Rest in peace to the dog. What happened? He passed out. He died.
Yo, you wrong for that, dog. Nah, get your CPR. Bruh, if you are Primo, just make sure you CPR certified, for real.
Because I would not look out for you.
Nah, you crazy. Nah, I don't think it's selfish, but I don't think you should look at it that way. Don't look at it in a negative way. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like, oh, like I got to be selfish. You just be like, I got to take care of me in order to give.
But that's the thing, though, because now that I'm seeing that I'm doing stuff for me now, you get me? Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't hit me up as often as I used to hit them up. You get me? A lot of people don't check up on me as often as I did. Like, I stopped. I was like, you know what? Like I told you, I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to get my shit together. This podcast thing, remember I used to talk about this all year, right? Yeah. Remember I told you what happened the first time? Mm-hmm. It took me 2 years to get here. You get me? Mm-hmm. And I always told you about me making my own beer. Mm-hmm. And I'm doing that now.
Yeah, bro, it's been your
and
dream.
a lot of people tell me, like, a lot of people changed up on me. Now that I'm doing me, like, half of the people that I was talking to when I was thinking, when this idea came in my head and I was telling my people, like, damn, this is what I want to do. I want to tie this to this. And they're like, yeah, we with that. But now that I put myself to the side and I started doing that, I started seeing those people that were there just disappear.
Mm-hmm. But life is going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Life is going to do that because it's not to talk down on those people. It's just the truth. When you move up and people who don't want to move up, right? Like, you're going to keep on going. It just makes sense. Like, you're moving up and they don't want to move up. They're just going to stay. Yeah, they're just going to stay there, bro. They're just going to say, like, you have a choice. Start your podcast or don't start your podcast, right? You got to take care of yourself. Like,
exactly,
you got to do
it was either wait for them or just take off. You know what I mean?
No. You gotta do what you gotta do.
I gotta do what I gotta do. You get me?
Of course, bro, because you're God's vessel. I mean, you're His. What's holding you back? People can't be holding you back.
Oh, nothing's holding me back now.
No,
You get me?
and what I'm saying,
now
like,
I'm good.
I'm saying, yeah, like I'm saying, like in general, you know, for anybody who has like, you know, these thoughts. I mean, I think it's important to bring it up. You know, oh, like I have people holding me back. I have people holding me back, but tomorrow's never promised.
Exactly.
You know, and like God forbid something happens, you know, and you wake up and you're just like, and you think to yourself, right? Something happens, and you're like, bro, like I didn't do what I wanted to do. Like
Exactly.
even if
It's
I
like,
failed, I didn't even try to do it. You know what I mean? It's like
it's not even that too. It's like, let's say, God forbid, you know what I mean? Like, even if I didn't start it, but I got it all written down in my phone, my notebooks, right? Who was gonna do that for me? Nobody. Nobody's gonna pick up where I left off. You know what I mean? So that's why I decided to do what I'm doing now. And a lot of people think I'm like, damn. Like I started seeing a lot of people that I counted on not be there anymore. And that's like, it hurt at first, but
not
I
be
thought
there, like,
about
what,
it,
now
but
want
I
to
was
hang
like, you know
out?
what?
Now want to hang out?
No, it's not even that. Like, I don't know how to work this, but it's just like when you start something and you're just making time for yourself, people always expect something. I don't know how to work this.
Be real. You ain't got a name drop, but be real. There's people in the world going through stuff like this.
Yeah, but no, man. I mean, I'm happy now. You get me? Because I finally found something because I've been doing this for a while. Like,
Yeah.
radio in college, all of this. So it's not something new to me, but something new for me is making my own beer. And you know
Yeah.
how much I love beer.
Yeah.
And then when I tell people are like, yo, what are you doing now? Like, I'm thinking about starting my own beer, bro. Like, I'm really going to start my own beer. Spring 2020.
2020. Shout out to 2020. New year, new
2020.
me.
So when I tell people that, people are like, damn, you crazy. You know what I mean? Like, what makes you think you want to do your own beer? I want to make my own beer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like they decide what they want to do, I'm going to decide what I want to do.
Yeah. And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about starting something new like that. Because what you're doing is you're starting your own business. Like, you're starting your own thing. Like, this is what you want to do. And it's not going to be easy.
No, it's
And
not easy.
people and people have to understand that it is never easy. You're going to go to school, right? You're going to graduate. It's not easy. You know, going through all those courses, working full time, it's not easy. You know,
And
starting your business is not easy.
Nobody's gonna be there in my trial and errors. Nobody's gonna be there when I get frustrated. But they're all gonna be there when that first beer comes out. They're gonna be like, "Damn, he actually did it." That's when I think those people that didn't believe in it are gonna come back.
Yeah, but you know what? You can't like.
But at the same time, that's not what I'm looking forward to. I'm just looking forward to actually do this for a living. Like, I want to do. I don't know. I just want my own beer.
Yeah,
That's
bro,
it.
and you can make it happen. And the beautiful thing about it, right, is that through you and through you speaking your truth, people will see that they can do it too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and you got to share that stuff. And as far as like your friends and everything, like sometimes people get too focused on where they're going and they forget to live in the now as well, right? Because yeah, opportunities are there, and God forbid something happens tomorrow, you didn't take them, right? But you can't forget about the people that love you and that you love. You know, you got to make time for family. You got to make time for friends. You got to make time for love. You got to make time for all of that stuff. You got to make time for it, you know?
But that's the thing, too, man. Like, even though you might be saying you got to make time for this, you got to make time for that. And when you make the time, for them, it's still not enough. You know?
It's okay, though. It's okay. You got to do the best that you can, you know? And, for example, if you, on a day off or something, are making the effort to reach out to someone and they don't want to hang out, you know, it's okay. Like, you don't get mad at those people. You said no worries. You know what I'm saying?
I just be like, whatever.
Yeah. but it has you questioning, like, oh, well, they're not here now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that. It's just that, like, people are always doing their own thing.
I know,
and it's okay.
and that's the thing that people don't understand. Like, people don't understand that people got things to do. You get me? So that's why I never get mad at certain things anymore. Whatever happens, happens. The same thing, like I see my peoples that haven't, like I told you, I have a group of friends that I don't talk to for maybe a month or two, but I check up on them. I was calling, how you doing? And just seeing them hustle for what they're doing now, that's what I love about them.
Yeah.
Because like even though we don't check up on each other regularly, but we do check up on each other monthly, and it's like we never stop talking.
Yeah.
You get me? That's the people I like, not the people that hit you up once you're doing something, that wants something from you. I don't like people like that.
Yeah. No, I get you. Back then they didn't want me. Now they all want me. Back then. No, I get you.
You get me?
But like I said, you gotta be able to distinguish. And I'm not saying that they're bad people. You gotta be able to distinguish.
Opportunists, bro.
Exactly. You know, like, it is what it is, bro. Like, if I'm giving you love, where my love at, nigga? Hello? I'm parched. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. That's how life works. You give, I take. You give, I take. A little bit here and there, whatever. Yeah. And you don't really go into it, like, thinking that way. You know, like, when for example, you know, Christian music, making Christian music, yeah, it's like, okay, you know, you want to make a living out of something that you love, right? But honestly, I do it because I know that I'm gonna help people out. Mm-hmm. Like, I know it. I know because God told me. I know that somebody's gonna hear it out and be like, wow, Amen. This music really speaks to me. Mm-hmm. And so, you know what? Let me try going to church. You know what I'm saying?
You know, when you first,
and they're gonna get closer to Him.
Yeah. You know, when you first told me, I was like, what? Whoa. In my mind, I was like, I told you this. I was like, what the fuck? Like, where did this come from? But we're at this point where, like, me and you know each other for a while now, right?
Yeah.
Well, it took me a while to actually understand it. And, like, I randomly hit you because I was like, you know what? Like, she's always been there for me. I've always been there for her. And it's just like, as much as we've been there for each other, it's like, you know what? I'm going to keep being there for her. Because you're always that person, like, I may not talk to you for a week, but then a week later, you were like, I'm like, there she goes. There she goes. But you know what I mean? Like, you're that friend that's always there, bro. You get me? So I'm always going to be there when you, like, at first, I didn't understand this career move or whatever this is. And I'm going to support it. And if we gonna make a Christian album, we gotta make a Christian album.
Well, then that's what it's gonna be, and that's what it is. The Christian album is what it is. Everybody stay tuned for the Christian album. And let me tell you something, because I think it's really important. You gotta do things your way. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm writing Christian music, but I love R&B. You know, I love R&B. I love contemporary music. I love contemporary beats infused with R&B, infused with a little bit of jazz.
See, now that you're talking about R&B, man, what you think about album of the year for this year?
Album of the year?
Album of the year. I'm talking about R&B. I'm not talking about trap.
You know what? I'm only going to say it because it was the first name that popped into my head, Don.
Please say.
Sano Allegra.
Sano Allegra.
Shout out to Sano Allegra. He said, "I don't stay right." He said, "My mind don't stay right." Sano Allegra. Bro, she's fire.
I told you.
She's fire. I love her. I love her lyrics. I love that she's different. I love that her voice is different. I love that she does it like her way. And that's what we got to do. We got to do things, right?
And
our way.
I know, but even though that album is just like a wave, bro, just a vibe. But you know what really pissed me off? That it really didn't get like a Grammy nomination. That pissed me off because that album is just good from start to end.
Yeah.
And everybody else got, I think, I'm not gonna say her project was good from her, right? Mm-hmm. But Sano Allegra was a lot better. Composure wise, I'm talking about everything wise. I'm not talking about just because it's her and Sano Allegra and they're at certain different placements. Yeah. I'm talking about music wise. I'm talking about the music. I'm talking about the writing. I'm talking about the collaborations, the drums, everything.
Yeah.
Musically, sonically.
Yeah.
Sano Allegra.
The thing is like to each their own. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like the same thing that we could be saying about Sano Allegra right now, somebody could be saying about her. Somebody could be saying about Jessie Reyez. Somebody could be saying about...
Oh, I'm so happy about Jessie Reyez.
Jessie Reyez, though.
Jessie Reyez.
She's different. She's different. She's doing her thing. But like I said, everybody has their own opinion. Everybody has their own feeling, like when they hear the music and stuff. But that's not the end for her, though. That's just like, that's a start. Like her album, like that, I mean...
Bro, you know I've been trying to buy that first album that she got on vinyl. Mm-hmm. It's like a stack. That's how much it's worth.
For real?
For real.
Hey, man.
And that's just her first album. This is a second album. We're talking about her second album right now. The Feels album?
Oh, the Feels again.
Yeah.
I could just picture her saying it so classy. Those feels so again. Fire, with her Ukrainian accent. Oh, she is so beautiful.
Let's take a break.
Nah, bro, I never had That's Your Friend. No, bro. I don't really get embarrassed like that, to be honest with you. Like, I don't, you know me. You know how I am. Like, and once I get comfortable,
yeah.
Like, I'm
no, but I mean, for us, it's funny because like when we just do something stupid, we just be like, we tell each other like, "Yo, that's your friend." You know what I mean? It's not like we're embarrassed. It's funny.
Oh, okay. So give me an example then, nigga. That's what you should have just said that, Dane.
This segment is dead. We gonna move on.
You should have just said that.
I know. I'm just gonna move on from this, man. There was a dad.
Yo, he had the biggest smile. He's like, "Have you had a That's Your Friend moment?" I said, "Nah, bro."
Yo, you seen that? You seen the thing from Lizzo that she did yesterday?
No.
That she went to the Lakers game with a thong on. Like she had a hole in her shirt, and her ass cheeks were out. People were comparing her to Rikishi.
Oh, bro, I don't know about that stuff. Nigga, who's Rikishi?
Oh my god. Well. This was episode 2.
No, who's Rikishi?
This was episode 2.
Hold on, before you tell people, because you're saying it wrong. Who's Rikishi?
Rikishi.
Who is that?
Hope you guys enjoyed episode 2.
Say it right quick. Who's Rikishi?
Oh my god.
Who is that?
The wrestler, bro. The one with the big booty that be going like this and shit.
Oh, Ricky. Man, I don't be watching no wrestling now.
All right, so before we end this podcast, I just want to say shout out to Wynwood Brewing because La Rubia is good. You know what I mean?
You know what? Yeah, it is really good. It was really good. I'm not a beer person. Like, if I do beer, I do Corona. But I will say, La Rubia was really good. I had one, and honestly, it was quite refreshing.
I think you flexing right now. Because this is not what you told me when I called you about what we were having.
Because, bro, I got to give you a hard time, dog. I got to give you a hard time. I got to talk some smack to you.
Brandon?
But it was actually good. I actually finished the whole can. I'm not one to finish the whole can. I usually leave a little bit, so my friends are always like, "Oh, you know, like
yeah." But I mean,
get her a baby cup.
No, that's natural though, because I always leave an end. I don't like the end. I feel like I forget. It's like for Mexicans, it's a curse. You're not supposed to drink the end.
So before we end it, I just want to say that I wish you success for your podcast. And I just hope that everybody that has a chance to be on a platform, no matter how big, no matter how known the platform is, be yourself. You know what I mean? Be yourself and speak truth. You know, and educate and just do good. Like, do good in life. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like, I think we got to teach people that. We got to teach people to stop pointing at other people, stop pointing the fingers, and look at yourself. Mm-hmm. And start making the moves. You're a vessel. So start making moves, bro. It's like chess. What it do? What it is? Checkmate.
It's like, what it do, baby?
What it do, baby? You know, make space for yourself in this world.
See, this whole philosophical, right? Philosophical?
Yeah, boy. I was about to help your ass. I was about to grab your lips.
This philosophical person, it's not her, bro. She's flexing for the podcast right now.
Man, I'm not flexing.
She's more of a shut your ass up person.
I'm not gonna lie though. I will tell Primo to shut his ass up. But like I said, because he's like a primo. Like he's like a brother. You know what I mean? And we all have our siblings, and we all have people that, you know, we could mess around with a little bit and stuff like that. But I do believe in change, and I do believe in change for the better. And whenever I have the moment to speak about it, I'm going to speak about it. You know, I'm going to speak what I feel.
Man, so I just want to say thank you for coming. And that was it for episode 2, man. Like I said, shout out to Wynwood Brewing. And always check us out on Instagram, LaBrew_. And that's it for now.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Peace out.
Baby.
No, you got to do it one time. What it do, baby?
What it do, baby? That's how you know this me coming in here.
We out.